Okay, so at the end of the last video, we had just finished talking about a type of reaction known as reduction reactions. And they're reactions where they take a metal compound and they reduce it to a pure metal. And the other reactant that helps this reduction to take place is known as the reducing agent. Okay, so that's reduction. So then we were just talking about the fact that also thousands of years ago, people discovered burning. They discovered fire. It took longer than that for us to realize the role of oxygen in burning. And then once we did that, we realized that things like corrosion, rusting, are just a slow burning process, same type of reaction as fire. And that gunpowder, and then the explosion, is just a faster type of burning or fire. So the reaction of substances with oxygen became known as oxidation or oxidation reactions. Notice there's no I said there. It's not oxidization. It's just oxidation. Okay? And so later, even still, after the realization of rusting and gunpowder and the role of oxygen, and after we named this oxidation, we realized that substances other than oxygen were able to do the same thing. And these substances would be like most metals and some other substances. But we realized that they were able to cause things to burn or react the same way oxygen did. Okay? And so what is oxidation then? It's really a reaction that takes a metal and it converts it into a metal compound. It's a reaction that takes a metal and converts it into a metal compound. For example, magnesium. You have magnesium solid and you burn it in the presence of oxygen. You have to put a 2 here. What you get out is manganese oxide. Okay? This is an oxidation reaction, a pure metal going to a metal compound. Okay, now you'll notice where the oxidation definition is in those notes, you'll notice there's another space there, and that's because just like in reduction, I will come back and add a couple more points. But for now, all we need to know about oxidation is that it's a reaction where a metal is converted into a metal compound. Another example of oxidation would be aluminum. Aluminum can be burnt in the presence of chlorine gas. And I know a 3 has to go there because over here you end up getting 2AlCl3. And it's a solid, aluminum chloride. Okay? So again, a pure metal going to a metal compound. And a third one would be copper. Take copper solid, and if you bubble bromine gas through copper solid, you get out copper bromide. Okay, pure metal to a metal compound. Okay, so all of these are examples of oxidation reactions. These guys, the entities that help the pure metal to go into the metal compound or promote them to, these guys are called oxidation or oxidizing. I think it's usually oxidizing we use agents. So back here, the ones that were causing reduction were called reducing agents. So these ones are called, we'll go with oxidizing agents just to be in line with the reducing agents. Okay, so oxidizing agents, and there is an IZ in there, are the dudes that cause oxidation to occur, that cause pure metal to be converted into its metal compound. So today's practice question is just the first one on the sheet, Electrochemistry, Oxidation, and Reduction Reactions, which I've uploaded to the Teams site. Okay, so just number 1, and all it's asking you to do is to classify whether it's oxidation or reduction, and then to pick out the oxidizing or the reducing agent. Okay, so that's it for today.